Hi guys, welcome back to Diddy Reviews. Today what we're going to be looking at is some new RGB fans from Aerocool, and these are the Astro 12 Pro in a 3-pack with a controller. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you a quick unboxing of these, then we're going to do some testing on them, show you the thermals and how they perform against 3 different other types of fans. What I'm testing them against is going to be the Cooler Master Fan Pro 140, so that's 140mm, and the Corsair AF 140, another 140mm cooler, and then also the InWin Polaris 120mm. Now these Aerocool fans are 120mm, so we were putting them against 140mm just to see how they compare, just to give you an overall good idea of how they perform. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to run some tests. We're going to run some CPU tests to see what the temperature comes out at. I'm also going to run some GPU tests, and in every instance they're going to be in the same configuration, which is going to be 2 intake fans at the front and 1 intake fan at the back, and this is in a Corsair 780T, so that is made for high airflow, so it should give me a good result. We're also going to test it for noise. However, I am just using it on a phone app, so it's not amazingly accurate, but you can still see the difference in noise levels. So we'll get into the unboxing, and then we'll conclude at the end, and I'll tell you what I think is good about it and what I think is bad about them. So again, guys, don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you do like it. Please leave any comments in the comments section below, and let's go. Right, so here we have the Aerocool Astro 12 Pro. As you can see, it comes with 3 fans, a control hub and a remote control to control it wirelessly. So have a quick look around here, just some details. On the back we've got a description of how to install it, with a few details on there. So the 120mm fans, a max of 1000 RPM, and they rated at 42.1 CFM with a noise level of 17.5 decibels. And they do come with a hydraulic bearing, so that's good, so they should last quite a while, we would hope. And they're rated for 60,000 hours, so that's all good. Right, let's have a look inside. So inside, not a massive amount to talk about. Got a bag full of stuff here, some screws to install it. That's the remote control. You can see lots of different functions on there. Then we have some tie wraps, so we can put it in our case and tidy it all up. There's some Velcro straps there, so we can Velcro the controller into a good place. And then we have all the different types of cables that come with it. That's the controller itself. You can see it's got various connections on it for your 6-pin fans. Add in RGB to put some extra fans on there, and more 6-pin fans around there. We also have on here, we have, you can see that we have a reset button and stuff like that, so you can reset it. We can actually, and then we also have here, it's a SATA power connection, so none of that Molex stuff, which is really good to see. So yeah, also have connection there for third-party RGB, so if we want to put some different stuff in there from another manufacturer, we can use that there as well. So I'll put that to one side. And then the other thing we have in the box is the fans themselves, so we'll just open those out and have a good look at these. So as you can see, that's the Aerocool Astro 12 Pro fan. As looking at it here, I can see there's no flex at all in the frame itself. We've got some pads here to help against vibration and noise. And then obviously cables down here, so there's just one cable that comes into the fan hub, 6-pin, and then as you can see, these blades have got some sort of different design on there. I'm guessing that's to improve airflow, maybe to help with noise as well. And then the RGB runs all the way around the outside here in different sectors, so these are addressable RGB fans. I believe there's a light ring inside there as well. So have a look at that, there's a light ring inside, and there's also light rings around the outside of the fans. So there's lots of lighting on these. Let's hope they live up to their expectations. Like I say, build quality seems really good so far. No imperfections on any of these that I can see. So have a quick look through. Again, all pretty much the same. And then the third one as well. Yeah, so they look really good quality. So we'll get these in the system and we'll give them a good test and we'll see how they perform. Right, so that's the Astro 12 Pro from Aerocool. As you can see from the video, they are nice little fans. So we're going to go for a few good and bad points on these. So the good points is the build quality, absolutely excellent. I can't fault it at all. There's no movement in the around where the motor is or anything like that. The price, they are only £24.99 here in the UK, which is absolutely brilliant for 3 fans, including a controller and a remote. Now, if you look at the likes of Corsair and things like that, you're looking at easily £80 to £100 for 3 fans. The LEDs on them are absolutely excellent. If you can see from the video, I just think they're amazing, and the amount of functions they have is brilliant. The fact that you get an included hub is really good, so you can connect up to 6 fans into that hub, which is excellent. The motherboard connection as well, so this hub can also connect to your motherboard, which means you can control it via your motherboard software if you have a 5-volt addressable RGB header. And also the fact that it's got a remote is great, really easy to use, lots of different functions, lots of things you can control with it. And the last point on that is they're very quiet compared to the 140s and even the 120s from InWin. I note it's a massively noticeable difference. I can barely hear them now. Now let's go on to the bad points. There's only a few. So major bad point is they are only average performance. They're not as good as, say, as Noctua fans, things like that. But if you want a cheap RGB addressable fan that still performs relatively well, then these are pretty good. Another bad point, the cables on them are really short, so at the moment it's just like a bird's nest in my computer because I've had to just put it where I can. So from reaching from the fans at the front to the fans at the back to the hub in the middle is quite a stretch, to be honest with you, so the fans could do with being a bit longer. And then onto that is the fact that these are 6-pin fans, so they're like a proprietary connection, so you can't, if your hub were to fail, you can't connect them directly to your motherboard, because your motherboard won't have those kind of connections on it, so that is a big negative in my eyes. So anyway, like I say, if you're looking at a nice cheap set of fans that do a nice job and look really good, because I think these look amazing, then these are absolutely brilliant. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe and leave any comments in the section below. Cheers guys.